It's great to be joined by MLB.com Blue Jays reporter Keegan Matheson, our old friend. He looks sharp in this navy blue suit. Keegan, what can we say about this team that just swept the Yankees? We got to talk about George Springer. Last season, the worst of his career. We both know that. This season didn't start great, but now, after an 8-for-14, 4-home run, 11 RBI performance in this series alone, he is starting to look like, as you pointed out on Twitter, the guy that this team gave 6 years and $150 million to. The question is, how is it happening right now?
I'd love to know, Jay. I'm a man that is George Springer's age, and I'm going in the other direction, so we need to get some advice from this guy. It's been incredible, absolutely incredible, because nobody saw this coming in spring training. There were no signs of this last year, down in Dunedin through February and March, nothing at all. You're seeing a player who's energized again, a guy who's having fun, a player who is really leaning into what he's good at and what he's great at. And him chasing more power, I think, has really unlocked a lot of this. Springer chasing that power, I think, has really allowed him to be who he was back in Houston, who he was during those postseason runs. That's what they've got in mind again here, and he looks like his best self.
He seems to be having a terrific time playing the game of baseball right now. This is the other thing that blows my mind about this Jays team, Keegan. They swept the Yankees basically without the services of Bo Bichette. They're still without Dalton Varsho. They're still without Anthony Santander. They're getting contributions from guys that weren't expected to be major contributors. Is that why this team is doing so well right now?
That's what you need. Every team in baseball has their version of Vladdy. Everybody has their version of George Springer, Kevin Gausman, Jeff Hoffman. They've all got them. You need these role players, these bottom-of-roster players, to show up and do something. We're seeing that from Davis Schneider in this series, which we did not expect. You've seen it from Miles Straw, Tyler Heineman. Nathan Lucas today jumps up to the leadoff spot and delivers that big AB, 14 pitches. That's what separates teams. Every good team has great players. But this is why you always see surprise stars in any league in the postseason. It's because that's what separates this. And Addison Barger might be the best example of all of that. This guy didn't make the opening day roster. Addison Barger did not crack the first roster of this season. And now he's one of the best players on this team. He has changed this entire lineup. He has brought energy. He's a fan favorite for a lot of reasons. But he's raised that ceiling, that offensive ceiling, and that's what this run is all about, man.
Keegan, I know it's early July, so I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves here, but how significant, in your opinion, is what the Toronto Blue Jays have done these past 4 days against the New York Yankees?
It's absolutely huge, because this sends a statement, I think, to the rest of baseball that there is another threat in the American League East. The Blue Jays have spent just about the past decade, Jay, since those great 15 and 16 teams, as a team that likes to sneak in that second or third wild card spot, and they've gone 0-2, 0-2, and 0-2 in those postseason appearances. It has not worked. They've gotten a reputation as a bit of a paper tiger over the years. Now they're establishing themselves as a threat again, as a team that's exciting. And when you take down the Yankees in 4 games straight in your own house, that's one hell of a way to send a message. And I know there's 70-plus games left, but there aren't that many games left until the trade deadline. That's when teams separate themselves. That's when this gets fun, and then it's all downhill. You're talking about a postseason run in the division, which is what this team should be talking about every year. Not the wild card, but the Yankees, the division.
And up next for Toronto, a weekend visit from Mike Trout and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Keegan Matheson, thanks for this.
You got it, Jay.